Hello, hello! Welcome back to Techie Mama Live. Let us get started. So, what I wanted to go through today is a brand new feature of WP Forms. WP Forms has multiple flavors, so to say, that you can download. So WP Forms Lite, you can download from the WordPress repository, and it's available for free, and you can do just basic forms. It'll get you through most things. WP Forms then has a pro version and multiple pro versions that you can use to do more things with your forms. Just a lot more power for the forms. So, okay, so here's an example of just a simple form. This is our contact form. We have name, email, and message. The styling is really, really pretty. That's one thing that I really love about WP Forms is that it's really pretty. So we're going to go in and we're going to create an application form for our kindergarten and talk about what we need to do a multi-page form. So with the free version, you get blank form, simple contact form, and I believe newsletter and suggestion form. With the lowest version of the paid, you get billing order form, a donation form, and a suggestion form. And then there's more that you can add when you need to. All right, so we have our name, and we're going to, actually, let's start with a simple contact form. We'll just have a few fields that are right in there. All right, so we're going to call this application form. And let's go back to our fields. Okay, so our settings are over here. Move my face over here. We have our name, we have email, and we have a comment or message. Let's go ahead and delete our comment or message. Actually, we'll move it later. So name, this is going to be our parents' name. So parents' name, first and last. That works, and it's required. Advanced options just have options for a little visual styling. Email, again, required. We can enable email confirmation, and that will just force the person to enter their email twice to make sure that it is correct. And the field options are the same here. All right, so now what we want to do, have a little bit of information from the parent. Let's add one more field. Let's add a phone number. We need to be able to contact them, and under format you can do just a select. Okay, so smart will just recognize if it's international or not, and then US will just know that's international. So let's make that required field so that we have a way to contact them. All right, now we are ready to add a page break. So we're going to go down into these fancy fields. Many of these fancy fields are the ones that come in the pro version. So we're going to go to page break and enter a page break. You'll see that we get a next, and we show the page break, and we get a first page progress indicator. All right, so on this next page, what we want to do is get the kiddos information. So we could put like a section divider here and add child's information. You can see how this would be really, really helpful with some long forms. And then, so first, let's do a name field again, and we're going to call this child's name. And then we want to get their age. So we can do a couple different things. We have this number slider, so they can just kind of move the slider back and forth to a specified value. We are a kindergarten, so we're going to limit it to 6, and the minimum is 1. And we'll call this child's age. And then we're going to go in and get the birth date. So we have the age, and we're going to go get the birth date. And we'll do child's birth date and change that to just a date. Cool. So this will be a nice little date field for us. And I don't like this comment just by added onto the child's page. So why don't we do another page break, and we can do any additional comments. All right. So we're going to save. Next thing I want to do is look at the settings. So we have our name, we have the submit text. Enable anti-spam honeypot is always a really, really good idea, because that will kind of limit the spam that we get on our site. Notifications, you can set up multiple notifications. So if you want to get a notification and you want to send a notification to your principal of the kindergarten, and you want to send a notification to somebody else, you can send several notifications and they can all look different. So by default, you get just new entry and then the name of the form. We're going to just do new application form. So we're going to send our initial default notification to our admin email. So that's the email that's set up on the website, on your WordPress website. We have our email subject. We'll make the name just be the name of the company. The from. So I'm going to do a trick here. If you do, actually, the reply to. If you do a field here, if you go to show smart tags and then click on email, the reply to will automatically grab the email of the parent. And so when you get the information and you reply to get more information or to make contact, then you'll automatically get the email of the parent instead of having to look at all the fields that come through. And here you can add any text that you want. So have a new application from, and you have your smart tags here. So we can add parent's name for, and we could add child's name. And, you could put in a text format all of the different fields, or you can just dump out all fields. And that will add all of them. All right, so let's say we want to do one more confirmation for the user. So user confirmation, and click on OK. So for the user confirmation, we're going to do the smart tags and the email field. The email subject can be something like, we received your application. The from name can be our website name. From email is going to be our admin email. And we can copy that from here, or you can type it in. And then again, you can type in any kind of text that you want in this field. All right, let's click on save. Confirmations is just going to be the confirmation that shows up on the page or a thank you page that you go to. So you can go to a show page and pick a thank you page, or one of your pages on your site. You can redirect to another page, or you can just simply show a message. So that works. We'll save. And we're going to exit out of this interface. And now we have, I'm going to delete this one. Testing it out. Okay, so now what we want to do is add a new page to embody our form. So we're going to do application form. Very simple page. And we're going to add a new block. You can add blocks from up here or over here. I'm going to do WP and have an auto expander, so WP forms. And then we're going to pick which form we want. There's our form. You can see we have 3 steps. Next, you have options here to show the title, to show the description, but we're just going to show the form because we have a title already up here. So no other major options. Everything is embodied in WP forms. So we'll go ahead and publish. And we're going to view our page. All right, so here's our form, and we can go in and fill it out. And we'll click on next. We have our child's information. I forgot to do that. So here, if you wanted the child's name to just be one field, you could set that up in the options of the form. And then we'll do our date, and we'll do over here, you can easily change the year. And click on next, and then any additional comments. I noticed just now that this is required, so I would probably make this not required, just an optional thing. But we can do that, and then click on submit. And there's our lovely confirmation. So that's how it is. It's super simple, couple different steps, and that's it. So the last step of the game, I just want to show you a little trick. If you want the application form to kind of maybe come up under parent info or somewhere on the menu, you know to go into menus. And we're going to add application form. Let's get the correct menu over here. Application form, and I'm going to add it under the parent info because it's information for the parent. So now if we go back, lovely page, and of course I have some styling issues, but it works and it looks great. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join my Facebook group, and find me in all the places.